Well, good morning, everybody. This is Paul Romero with the Swiss Gold Global Independent Business Owners Network Marketing Open Mastermind session number 2. We had our first one last week. AJ from Colorado joined us, and Dusan I'm not quite sure where Dusan's from, joined us last week. And we discussed some very interesting ideas. AJ turned us on to a really good book recommendation, and I just want to let you all know that we're going to be here every Thursday at 8 a.m. Arizona time, which is now U.S. Mountain time because of daylight savings time, for 20 minutes to hold an open mastermind. You're all invited. Come anytime you want. Bring whatever you want to the table. Problems, ideas, concepts, whatever, something that you're working on, that you maybe want some input from an outside source, whatever it is that you would like to discuss with somebody else about business. Specifically here, we're network marketing, but it doesn't always have to be just network marketing, because all of this applies really to any business. And the ultimate goal of any business really should be to create something that is generating passive income for you. And I like to use the analogy of, why a mastermind, right? So I like to use the analogy because this applies just as much to the human mind as it does to the horses in this analogy. And that is, you hook up a horse to a cart and it can only pull it so fast. But you hook up a second horse to that cart and it can pull the cart and together they can pull the cart 3 times as fast. And that's the same thing with the human mind. If you put your mind alone to working on something, you can only accomplish so much. But you attach a second mind to whatever it is that you're working on, and you suddenly are able to accomplish 3 times as much. So if you get 2 or 3 or 4 minds applied to it, well, that just obviously increases exponentially even further. So what we want to do here is allow you to come here, bring whatever it is that you're interested in discussing, whatever you need help with, whatever the case is, and let's share. Let's put some minds together and build on ideas and concepts and help other people figure some things out. Whatever it is that we can do here to help each other benefit our business. And the reason why I say that your business, the goal of your business should be to create something that generates passive income, is because really, in this life, what do we want? What do we want out of our business? What do we want out of this life? And ultimately, we all want happiness. We all want to be happy 100% of the time. And for me, this is how I break that down. Okay. For me, if I look at, okay, what's going to make me happy 100% of the time is basically the only way I see that being possible is if I have for myself 100% time freedom. And what I mean by time freedom is if I wake up in the morning and I pick up my to-do list, like I pick it up right now today, and I look at my to-do list, and there's a lot of things in the I have to column. I have to do this today, I have to do that today, I have to do this, and I have to do that. I got to get all these things have to get done, right? And I look on the other side of the list, which a lot of people don't even have. The list should fold open. One side should be I have to, and this side should be I want to. And a lot of people don't even have the I want to page on their to-do list. And today, actually, I do have an I want to on there. But to achieve full-time freedom, really all of these I have to's need to be transferred over to the I want to side. Because if you look at the I have to's on your list, there's going to be a certain percentage of them which, if you break them down, are really, you have to do this, but you're really doing it out of love. And that's perfectly fine, because if you're doing something out of love, if you look at it, like, hey, I have to pick up the kids from school, but you're doing that out of love. You really ultimately would love to be able to just say, I want to pick up the kids from school at 3 o'clock, so that's where I'm going to be at 3 o'clock. And so anything that you have on your I have to list that's born out of love is really kind of an I want to thing. So those can automatically very easily get transferred over to the I want to list as everything that you have to do but you boil it down to the reason why is because it's out of love. Okay. But the rest of the things on your list, when you boil them down, the reason why you have to do them is based around money. Take a look at your I have to list, and why do you have to do it? Because somehow or another it's based around money. So in order to obtain the time freedom of transferring all of your I have tos over to the I want to list, obviously, is you need enough money to be able to remove these I have tos off this list. So how do what's the way to get the money to move these I have tos over there is you have to achieve financial freedom. And I've spoke about financial freedom on the Swiss Gold Global Independent Business Owners Network Marketing trainings that we do Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, wrapped around this mastermind that we just started last week. And I've spoke about financial freedom. The fact of the matter being, it doesn't mean billions and billions of dollars. That's not financial freedom to everyone. Financial freedom is individual, and financial freedom breaks down to you being able to live the lifestyle that you desire. And that could mean, you only need $3,500 a month coming in, and you could be able to live the lifestyle that you desire. All your bills are paid, and you have enough money to do whatever you want, whenever you want. And the second part of financial freedom is having enough money to be able to live the lifestyle that you desire without having to work or rely on anyone else for income. So how do you get money that you don't have to work or rely on somebody for? Well, that is called passive income. That's money that's coming in from something that, as we've talked about before, something that you do once and get paid forever. So once you have something established and in place, you no longer have to materially participate in that. Or if you do have to materially participate in that, it's on a very small scale. And that's one thing that's really important to understand is, if you have the mindset, which a lot of us do, if I want something done right, I have to do it myself. You need to change that mindset into, what? If I want something done right, I need to get somebody to do this who can do it 80% as good as I can. And then I only have to worry about the final 20% of making sure that it's right. So that way you've just freed up 80% of your time that you devote to that project or issue or task or whatever it is. And now you're only putting 20% of your effort into that. That is obtaining time freedom. And that is, creating a system that is working your way towards creating passive income within your business. Or creating, I'm sorry, that's working your way towards creating the financial freedom that you're looking for, because the financial freedom is to create the money without having to work for it and get the passive income. So like I said, what is passive income? Doing something once and getting paid for it forever. So without your material participation within it. And the way to do that, obviously, is to create a system. There's the only way that something's going to happen, repeatedly without you, is if there's a system in place that you have implemented. And that's the doing once part, is the implementation of the system. Once you have the system in place and the system works all on its own, with you not having to participate in it, and it's generating income for you, why then you are getting, you are able to have enough money to do the things to live the lifestyle that you desire without having to work or depend on anyone else for that money, because it's coming in from something that you created, something that you did once. So now you have the money that's coming in from something that you did once. You have the passive income, which giving you the financial freedom that has now means that a lot of these I have tos you don't have to worry about anymore. You don't have to think about those. In the morning when you wake up and you look at your list, everything on your list is now over here on the I want to side. And then when you have everything on the I want to side, basically it's your choice. You're doing whatever you want to do. You're living the lifestyle that you desire, and you're not having to worry about or depend on anything else in your day. And you can actually live and do the things that you love to do, which if that doesn't provide you with 100% happiness, why then I'm sorry, we can't help you here. So that's the way I see, what we really all want to achieve, first of all, in life, and breaking it down into, okay, why are we having a business? Why do we want to own a business? And what's the goal of having that business? And it's to create, it's to build a business, it's to create a system which generates passive income, which gives us the financial freedom to regain our time freedom, which ultimately gives us the happiness that we all seek, in life on this planet, while we're here living and enjoying this wonderful place. So that is the goal. Those are the things that we want to discuss here on the Open Mastermind. Is what are the steps, what are the procedures, what are the concepts, where's the mindset, all of those things that go into creating passive income within your business. And we welcome any of you to come here, like I said, with ideas and concepts, with mindset, with self-development ideas or issues or anything like that, routines, management ideas, the time management thing that we talk about, just anything that goes with your business. Bring your problems. Bring something you're working on. If you're working, maybe you're working on a marketing piece and you want to come here and say, I'm marketing this product and my target market is these people, and I just really can't come up with a good something that's going to attract their attention to get them to look at and be excited about seeing my marketing. Maybe you guys can help me with some ideas. Here's my product, here's my target, how do I connect the two? Help me out here. Bring it. Hey, let's mastermind about it, and maybe you can leave this 20-minute session with a list of ideas that you can go out and experiment with a few of them and see if one of them excuse me, see if one or all of them might work for you. So whatever it is that you have, whatever it is in your business, whatever you want to talk about, bring it here. Thursday mornings, 8 a.m. Arizona time, which right now for the next however many months it goes, I don't know, approximately 6, we are on U.S. Mountain Standard Time. And so that way, any of you guys who are, somewhere else around the world, we invite you to come here too as well. Business is business, no matter where you're doing it. So come on in, join us, bring whatever you want to discuss, and let's talk about those things. Now, I'm just going to throw a little bit of something out here to close out the last few minutes that is also very important. This is all just, since I don't have anybody joining me today for some reason, that's okay. Maybe you guys are out there looking, didn't want to join in today, but, find out what this is all about. That's why I'm explaining what it's all about. Come on in, join us. No problem. But today I'm going to throw something out there that is a very important part of, your ability to build what you want to build here to achieve, your ultimate goal of life happiness. And that is, who do you listen to? And what I mean by who do you listen to is, we all have to gather and gain information and knowledge in order to build and grow our business, okay? In order to do anything really, you have to learn, you have to gain and obtain knowledge. I mean, when you were a child, you had to learn and gain and obtain knowledge on how to tie shoes before you could tie your shoes, and it just progresses like that all the way through life. And with a business as well too. I mean, you can go to school, you can study, you can have all of the the general business 101 classes and concepts and everything that goes in it. But then when you get into the real world and real life application, things change. And so you have some questions or concerns or problems or whatever, and you understand that, I thought I knew it all, but I don't know it all. So who do you listen to in order to gather more of that knowledge? It's very important that you spend the time to research the people that the books that you're reading, and the seminars that you're going to, the webinars you're participating in, whatever it is that wherever it is that you're gathering information from. It's really important to kind of understand who the purveyor of that information is, because it's if you wanted to become a master BMW mechanic, right? Do you think it's prudent for you to spend your time learning how to work on dirt bikes? With maybe the guy's a really good dirt bike mechanic, and but if you work on spending time with him learning how to work on these dirt bikes, do you really know anything about working on a Mercedes? Not really. It doesn't really apply. So that's kind of what I mean by who do you listen to? Is the purveyor of the information, is that person somebody who really has what you want, who really does what you want to do, who really is the person that you want to be? And if they aren't all of that, then certainly you can gather some really good information from the dirt bike mechanic on how to use the wrenches and what size, be familiar with what size nuts or what size nuts and which wrenches go here, and techniques on how to apply extra torque or whatever. You can learn a lot of stuff there, but it's not going to be that can be applicable to where you want to ultimately go. But you're really never going to be able to take that knowledge and apply it, and go underneath the hood of a Mercedes and and do some quality work on there. So what so it's, I mean, I'm not saying don't spend any time with the dirt bike mechanic, but just understand that, okay, I can come here and I can learn a few bits and pieces, but then while I'm here learning these bits and pieces, I need to look for somebody who's more adept at the where I really want to be, which is the Mercedes mechanic. And so the next thing I need to do is maybe the next step that I need to do is just start working with somebody that's working on automobiles. And so I need to get I need to follow a mentor who knows how to work very well on automobiles, and I can gather some more knowledge there. And then maybe I can get maybe then from there I can transfer over to somebody that only works on foreign automobiles. And at least you're working your way closer. You don't necessarily have to just go out right from the very beginning and say, okay, I got to find the best Mercedes mechanic on the planet, and that's who I'm going to go learn from. Now, that's actually the way, that's actually the preferred way to do it. I mean, if you can do that, fantastic, absolutely. Go directly to the source, learn directly from the people, from the person who's the purveyor of the information that you need to be able to become what you want to become. That's the ultimate way to do it, but it's not always a possible road. So that's why I just wanted to point out to not get stuck. If you're look at the person who's giving you the information, understand what they can deliver to you, and determine whether or not they can deliver everything you need. And if not, hey, gain the knowledge you can gain from there, but while you're doing that, immediately start looking for the next step and the next step and the next step to get yourself to that master Mercedes mechanic who can teach you exactly what it is that you need to know on how to become a master Mercedes mechanic. So who do you listen to? That's very important. Just a good little tip in business, in life, in everything. If you want to achieve something, you need to be learning the ins and outs, the do's and the don'ts. You need to be learning. You need to be learning what you want to know about what you want to be from really the people who are who you want to be, and do what you want to do, and have the things that you want to have. So keep that in mind. Mentors are awesome. You got to have mentors. Honestly, there's a great phrase that says, when the student is ready, the teacher will appear. And you might you might have to do some work on yourself before you can actually even get a mentor, because you might not even know right now where or how or why. I mean, I know I want this, but I don't know how to get a mentor or anything like that. But so, start with working on yourself, and when you're ready to be taught the next step, your teacher will appear and you'll have your mentor. So um, that's all I got for today. That's 20 minutes. Who do you listen to? Well, I'm not saying listen to me. I'm not saying listen to us, but I am saying that a key piece to great achievements is something called the mastermind. And that is a melding, a blending of thoughts and processes from a number of different brains, applied in one focus, one straight ahead common goal. And that is the fast track to success. So with that, everybody, have a great day. I hope to see some more of you joining in next week. As I said, bring whatever you want to discuss. This is an open mastermind to help each other, to bring people in here who have a business focus and who are all channeled and going the same direction, and to just help each other in any way we can with thoughts and ideas. Okay? With that, I want to end today's call with the Napoleon Hill prayer, which we always do, which goes, "O universe, I ask not for more riches, but for more wisdom with which to make better use of the riches given to me at birth, consisting of the power to control and direct my own mind to whatever ends I might desire." All right, everybody, have a great week. We'll see you next week out here on Tuesday. Please come join me. It's not fun doing a mastermind by yourself. Actually, it doesn't even work because it's not a mastermind.